Welcome to Local Distortion. On this podcast, I'll be talking to the best up-and-coming independent artists and bands. I am your host, Daniel Kirk. My guests this week are Kulk. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hi, yeah.
Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Tom.
And I'm Jade, and we're Kulk together. Not on our own.
Yes, a two-piece. Very... I'm not going to say that. But yeah.
Unusual.
Yeah, it's kind of not unusual anymore, is it?
Not really,
kind
no.
of.
But people do still say it's unusual.
Yeah, but there is quite a few around. Yeah. But I would say you can't really be like put into categories with the other ones, I'd say.
It doesn't stop people from calling us royal blood.
Really? It doesn't?
No.
What?
No.
That surprises me.
Don't think he was listening, really.
No, he just literally saw the two people.
I was like, yep, that's what they are.
Yeah. I think that happens to all bands though.
Yeah.
It's just like female singer. Oh, Paramore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that old thing. Where are you guys from?
Well, we live in Stowmarket, Suffolk.
So we're very associated with the John Peel Centre as, you know.
Yeah, so
Their
that's
band.
like your...
But we are a lot of in Norwich a lot.
Yeah,
So-
and you do a lot of stuff in Bury as well.
Yeah.
And then you've started to come down to Cambridge a lot as
Mm.
well. You guys are just on it, gig-wise, at the moment. I was looking back and I was like, holy shit, like you're
Yeah,
getting some
We're
gigs.
getting some gigs.
Certainly are getting some gigs. I have lost count now.
Has that ever sort of surprised you with like the style of music you've chosen to play?
Oh, yeah.
That you would like constantly getting asked to like play more shows?
Because when we started, we didn't think that firstly people would like us because everyone around us was so like different.
Yeah,
Good,
exactly.
but different.
Yeah, everyone's kind of got their own thing going on, and obviously there's heavy bands around,
Yeah.
but like a lot of the lineups you guys are playing on, you're not really playing with, you know, obviously you play the occasional heavy show with heavier bands, but
Yeah.
you're playing with a lot of sort of, you know.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
also very recent. Where we only just about found bands that are kind of like us.
Heavier, yeah,
Mm.
we played a lot of shows where we are the heaviest and...
Which is kind of good because we
It
get
is.
a lot of like,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah,
different people.
Right.
yeah, definitely. I think that's what sort of made you stand out to me as well. You sent the song over for the Mixcloud podcast.
Yeah.
To be played on there. I'd seen your name around and stuff, just on a couple of lineups, and I was like, okay, this is really different. Like, no one else is really doing this type of stuff. And if they are, they're not doing it as good as what you guys do. And I was like, well, there's just two of them as well, so that's even more impressive as well.
A lot of people here are like recorded stuff that we
Yeah, and they
spread around.
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh, it's only two of you.
Yeah, we always get
It's
that.
you, really.
Yeah. It's like, oh, when's your bass player getting here? Well, he doesn't exist. Presumably it would be a he apparently as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously. Did you never want any other members, or did it just organically just always be a two-piece, or?
It wasn't like a discussion, like a formal, like, you
No.
know what, we should just have both of us, I think. Because we just started playing covers together, as you do.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then you were just like, hey, I've written this, a massive long tape of...
Yeah, I did a 90-minute tape of demos of riffs and things.
Actually on a tape, or?
Yeah, it was all tape. I still
That's
record
cool.
on tape and stuff.
You've still got it somewhere.
Yeah, I do. And I gave it to Jade and made her listen to it.
Which
Can
we
I,
were really
can I have a
nervous
copy of
about.
this tape, please?
Yeah. And she said, well, I want you to put some drums to that
Yeah.
and do that.
And I was like, no, I can't.
Yeah. It took ages. It took like half a year to get her to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'd never written anything before.
Ah,
Because
interesting.
like from when I learnt drums, I learnt through playing other covers and things. I
Yeah.
didn't like just do techniques and grades and things.
Okay, so you just literally learnt
Yeah.
the songs and that was it.
I've never done grades either. It's just self-taught, really.
Yeah, just literally like you can kind of tell with your style, like you just probably spent a lot of time just like standing next to your amp, just making all these
Just
noises
laying
and
into the
sounds
guitar,
and just seeing
Screaming.
what, and just figuring it all out from that. And I think that's what kind of makes you guys stand out a lot more, because I think there is a bit more of like a rawness to it, whereas a lot of other bands, they're really like polished and clean.
They're musicians.
Yeah, they're musicians. That's the thing, isn't it?
We're not.
Yeah, you guys aren't.
We just make noise.
But you make great music even though you're not. So that's maybe even better.
Possibly.
I'd say.
with that.
Yeah.
But I know definitely from when we started to record stuff that we didn't want it to sound clean. We recorded it with our good mate Jamie and did it in his bedroom, and we put a mic in his kitchen downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could just get this muffled noise.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's
like
cool.
a background layer.
it worked really well.
Yeah, definitely. Because there is just like this really like gravelly bass to the tracks.
Yeah,
I find.
that might be that. Also, like the guitar amp is all like wrapped up in a duvet and things to get like sort of the least reverberation as possible.
Yeah.
Sort of just like.
So are these all things you've just kind of figured out yourselves, or have you like taken like inspiration from anyone, like with the style of recording that you did do?
That's I got to give Jamie credit for that. Really, it's
It's his idea to do the mic thing in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's all been his sort of idea. He's creative with it, which is good. We didn't want anyone who would just be like, "Well, this is how you record a heavy."
Yeah, and I think
record
if you would have gone to a proper studio, and you know,
we had the option to go to Punch Studios in Ipswich.
Yeah,
but
I just think it just wouldn't have had the same effect.
Nah,
and I think what works really well is when you listen to those tracks recorded, and then when you see you guys live, there's not much of a difference. Whereas some bands, you know, they have this really amazing live sound, but then it doesn't quite capture it when they record it, you know, in a studio environment. But I find it really does link up so well.
That's really good, because that's what we wanted.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, you definitely have achieved that, and I think that's why your music really stuck out to me when I listened to it, because I was like, this sounds like nothing else. You can't even tell that it's that DIY, because you kind of maybe hide your budget that you did spend on, if it was anything.
Not a lot.
By just like, you know, the techniques that you used.
Yeah, I think just because it's DIY doesn't mean it has to be like bad or anything. You can just
well, no, exactly. That's what people assume as well. They think,
like, it's going to be lo-fi, and it's just gonna be...
and I mean,
we did want it to kind of sound a bit lo-fi.
Well,
good,
there's a way of there's a way of doing that, but still making it sound good, and you guys have achieved that, because there's so many bands out there who obviously are like, oh, we don't want to spend money, so we're just going to do it in our bedroom and stuff, and it sounds shit.
No effort in actually
like our
trying to
home
make it
recordings cassette.
Yeah, well, actually, we tried
was actually
to
good.
do that. We make occasionally we'll do a cassette and we'll release just a cassette of something, and we had a home recordings cassette that we recorded with 2 iPhones. Yeah, and then we, made them in phase and used that as sort of the recording method, and it's it's this raw, pretty like not bad, but it's like listenable.
Yeah, but it's an organic
recording.
Yeah, it's an organic take.
It's one single take.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just playing our set.
It's very similar to what we do in here when we do our acoustic sessions. It's all one take. There's barely any like faffing around with, mixing or anything. It's just sort of slight balancing. But the mics we're talking through now, these are the only things we use. It's just all about placement and all that. And we literally say to the bands that just get one good take and that's it. We don't faff around or anything. And I think that's what people really like with our stuff, is that it's just raw, stripped back, is what it is on the day, and people seem to like it. So
otherwise you're just hiding it.
Exactly. If you're gonna like polish it, it just loses. Yeah. It just loses something.
There's nothing worse than hearing something recorded and then you go and see them live and you're like,
yeah. That's worse than the other way around.
It is.
Spend loads of money, nice production on an EP or
and
something.
then you can't back it up live because it's so overproduced.
That's we did 16 guitar overdubs.
As one guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we kind of went off on a tangent there about your recordings, which is good because we were going to do that anyway. But we've
that's covered.
Tick. Yeah, let's talk about the name Kulk.
Oh, yeah. People always ask about the name, unsurprisingly, because it's weird. But it's like, I guess I don't know where I thought of it from, and I can't like come up with anything like amazing. Like
no, I was.
Don't make up shit. Just say it.
Don't make it up. I mean,
didn't pull it from the heavens. Pull it out of my arse.
Yeah,
but it's like It sort of like works as like a design as well as a name. It's sort of almost symmetrical as much as you can get with words. You can stencil it because don't think joins.
Just rolls off the tongue as well.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy, doesn't complicated.
Yeah, it's easy to remember. No one's ever said it wrong. No one's ever spelt it wrong.
We come up on Google.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, and once people have heard your music and the name, it just works, I think. It's just like a perfect mesh of...
It's a slightly abrasive sound.
Yeah.
As well.
It's also very bold on posters and like especially the drum head. And it's just like...
Yeah.
It's just stamps, I think.
Yeah. Again, genius.
Take a bow.
Take a bow, yeah.
That's
because it's a thing that probably one of the most important things, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to have a name that ticks all the boxes, and you guys have that with that name, and I've even suggested t-shirt designs to you, which hopefully you're considering.
I will. Yeah.
His arse and coke coming out.
Kulk coming out of his arse.
It's a funny t-shirt.
No, I said Kulk Smash because of Hulk Smash.
I did make that draft.
That was awful.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was.
But I kind of liked it.
It's raw.
Yeah.
Did it in one take.
Just literally put the K over the H. Just buy a load of cheap like Marvel t-shirts from Primark and just
spray paint over it.
Just spray paint
just
K.
draw on them.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a whole step.
That far.
Yeah, just do that.
20 quid each, mate.
Yeah. Homemade. Exactly. As we're local distortion, we like to give shout outs to other local acts. So I'm going to let you choose only 3.
Oh, 3. Local, does that mean Cambridge? Or...
Well, every band, this is my new catchphrase. Every band is local somewhere.
That's true.
That is true.
Just go for it. There's got to be like an unsigned band, basically.
Unsigned band.
Yeah. Or a band you played with, or...
Oh, me.
You go first.
I'll say 2 and then leave this third
what?
one to play.
No.
I would say that...
You can have 2 each, it's fine. I'll let you.
There you go. I'd say Eeyore of Cambridge. I'd also say God Hates Astronauts of Cambridge. Both great bands with great people making them up. Yeah.
And those guys are doing something a bit different as well.
Yeah.
Which is refreshing.
See, they're some of the first heavier bands that we played.
Yeah. I think, I don't know if I can get away with saying this. It's kind of lacking, I find, with the heavier bands at the moment.
I think so.
Yeah. There needs to be more.
I think there's heavy there's different genres of heavy bands.
Yes.
Like there's heavy
that's
and
very
there's
true.
pop punk, which is still heavy because it's not.
And then there's a lot of like hard rock
metal
/ rock and roll.
Yeah.
Kind of a bit metal-ish.
What average people would say is heavy, but it's
there's a lot of that.
It depends what you listen to yourself.
Yeah. But then there needs to be that even more heavier sides.
Yeah.
A bit more like those 2 bands.
Yeah,
definitely.
And I think I was gonna say those bands as well, but I got another 2. They're bands that if we didn't know them still, like as friends, we'd still listen to their music, and I think that's what's really important. Not that I'd sit there listening to my own music, but that's so strange.
It's important that they're like, they're in the Spotify playlist, not just because they're friends and we're like, we're friends with them, so we're going to force ourselves to listen to their music. But we actually do. Yeah.
I mean, the new God Hates Astronauts EP is incredible. And people really need to check that out because, those guys aren't that well known at the moment. But
no, they're on the...
Why aren't they?
I've seen them described as hotly tipped, though, so they're on the way up.
Yeah, and definitely. As they should be. But, as soon as I heard that, I was like, this is so good. And, we were all over it. And, those guys are great. Got their EP up there, actually.
Yeah, I saw that,
Where?
I got it.
Oh, there?
Yeah, saw that on the way in.
I got it.
I don't have one. I need to get
one.
Oh,
you can have that one if you want.
No, that's cool. I'll do a swap.
I've already got it on my iTunes. So let's talk about the first album you guys ever brought with your own money.
Oh no.
That's an awful question.
I know. That's why I asked.
Can I answer it from vinyl point of view? Cause I'm
no,
more
you
proud of
can't.
that.
You can
It has
answer
to be
it as
CD.
Your first ever
First
album
ever
you
CD.
bought.
This is with your own money as well.
Yeah, I know mine.
So you weren't like giving it. You
No.
thought to yourself, I really want to spend money on
I went
this.
into a shop and I went,
This is
Here
so
you go.
much cooler than mine.
no it isn't. No, my first CD was the Hoosiers' Trick to Life when I was like, maybe
I guarantee yours is
9.
Okay.
Yeah. I say, it's got great, some
Yeah.
singles on there. Worried About Ray.
Mm.
That's
bangers.
absolute
Yeah.
banger. Yeah.
I think I was younger than 9.
You probably were.
But mine, it was actually, I bought 2 at once. So they were the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, they come up a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
did they
Yeah.
really?
yeah, they
They
do.
always
Yeah.
got the same age.
For this question, yeah, they do.
At what point did you buy that CD single of Shaggy, It Wasn't Me?
That was bought for me.
That was bought.
I think that
Oh.
actually might have been my dad's that I stole.
Oh, okay. You actively was like, that I want.
I still want it. It's a
The
good
CD
song.
single. It's
It's
like
a
one of those
classic.
slimline
I mean, if
CD
you're going to start
covers.
doing covers again, do that.
Yeah.
That would be very interesting. And then send it to him. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. I mean, who did he work with recently? Sting. Shaggy
No
and Sting.
way.
Yeah.
They were collaborating on a song.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Cool.
what?
It was
I was like,
terrible.
Why?
It was terrible.
Yeah, and like they went on tour together and stuff. I was like, this is
Oh,
really
did you
random.
They did it at the-
Yeah.
Shaggy and Sting tour.
I know, how weird. So yeah, Shaggy and Kulk.
I think it does.
Shaggy and Kulk on tour.
On tour.
Or just call your tour when you've got like a long list of tour dates. Just call it Shaggy.
The It Wasn't Me tour.
Yeah, it wasn't me. Oh yeah.
Oh.
So let's talk about your inspiration for you as people. That why you want to play this type of music.
That's
So not
good, that's
not
good.
necessarily like the influences
For the
that you-
band, yeah.
for the band. Just like you as people.
Yeah, I guess I was into just a lot of shit until I started listening to like Nirvana and things. Which credit Jade for doing that.
He wouldn't listen to Nirvana first.
Oh,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
And then she just
Why?
gave me,
Why did you have that
I don't know,
thing?
really. I have no idea. I couldn't answer that.
Did
really.
you like know anything?
You were like 13 or something.
Did you know anything
Yeah.
about them
14.
beforehand, or were you just like, nah?
They're sort of infamous though, aren't they? Even
Yeah,
for some reason, even when you're young and you've never
Mm.
listened to it, you know who Kurt Cobain is.
yeah,
Although
definitely.
probably not.
And you know
Not
what?
for good
now.
reasons, but
No, and you know the song "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and that's about it.
yeah, you probably heard it, but you don't know
Yeah,
it's them.
but then you go down the rabbit hole and you're like, holy shit, this is about to take over my life.
Yeah, she gave me all 3 studio albums.
Mm.
And then I listened to In Utero first, then Nevermind, and then Bleach. And
Interesting.
Yeah, I ended up
Yeah,
weirdly also liking In Utero the most first.
yeah.
That's
I'm
my
really big on Bleach and In Utero
Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah,
But when I was a lot younger, maybe like similar to you guys, those ones I really struggled to get into.
yeah.
I found-
because they're the
I was really into Incesticide. I loved that album.
yeah.
That was probably my favourite, I think.
And that's just
Obviously,
B-sides.
Nevermind, because
Yeah.
obviously, you know, you had to. But yeah, that one, just, I don't know, something about it.
Oh, Aneurysm. That's actually my favourite Nirvana
Yeah,
song.
yeah, that was up there for me.
That was one of the first
Yeah.
songs that me and Jade played.
Dive as well.
thing.
Like,
Oh,
Oh,
that bass line,
yeah,
Just
so good.
something about it.
Yeah, you can't ignore Nirvana, but yeah,
You cannot.
you
That-
can. you like them and you just don't know it yet.
yeah,
probably.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I bet you guys get that all the time, don't you? Or just you just
Yeah,
get it all the
I-
time.
the
Yeah.
hair and
Yeah.
the
you
guitar.
get
I mean,
a lot
you-
of Kurt Cobain. What was that one? That was like
Yeah.
Kurt
I mean,
Cobain
you're
risen
wearing
from
the
dead.
t-shirt,
Yeah,
so
yeah, that doesn't help. I am
Yeah, it
wearing
doesn't
an
help, does it?
Incesticide t-shirt.
I didn't realise you were.
Yeah, I knew Dan would like it, that's why I wore it.
yeah.
Bullshit. Excuse me.
Yeah, we've already had this discussion
Yeah.
previously about how much I used to,
I
be
did see that.
obsessed with Nirvana.
I saw the picture of you.
Yeah, it got a bit longer than that.
You did look
But
a
yeah.
bit moody.
just a little bit. You remember those days, don't you?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, he lived through them.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
remember
still
my.
look like that with my hair, but I put wigs on.
Moving on.
yeah. Where was I?
Yeah, other influences.
Yeah, well, I've listened to... I think why I like Nirvana, like, when I first listened to it, because I've always been into the music previously when I was, like, a lot younger, because I was sort of raised on Led Zeppelin and the White Stripes especially.
Yeah,
like,
and they're all, like, Led Zeppelin kind of inspired Nirvana, and, like,
so
White Stripes were inspired by Nirvana. So,
like
yeah,
that,
it all kind of blends well together, doesn't it?
Yeah, my stepdad was the biggest fan of the White Stripes,
and
so they started in '99, the first album, and that was when I was born.
Wow.
And then,
technically a 90s kid, so
technically I can get away with that.
Yeah.
And then every time they've had an album, I've sort of been then listening to it from whatever age it was.
Yeah.
So then right up until 2010.
And
like
then
the Harry Potter movies.
yeah, like that.
But a lot cooler.
Books. Definitely, yes.
Definitely cooler. Sorry.
That is true.
Yeah. But yeah. So that's,
what about you, Jade? Influence-wise?
My parents always listened to kind of a mixture of heavy stuff and kind of
different heavy stuff.
Yeah, and like electro, new wave kind of punk stuff.
Gary Newman, Depeche
Mode,
Ian Dury.
Who?
Ian Dury.
Who's that?
Maybe she didn't listen to that.
Yeah,
I didn't listen to that.
New wave.
And then I kind of went off in a tangent and only listened to Lady Gaga for about 6 years of my life, possibly more.
How did that go?
Good, but
Is there more than meets the eye with that? Because I've just heard the singles and I'm just like,
Definitely.
Yeah.
But
is there more going on the albums, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
I would say that as well, to be honest. I don't want to like throw myself under the bus as some like, closet Lady Gaga fan.
You are.
But, like,
you've only had to listen to it because of me, but
she can definitely sing, and the songs
brilliant.
Yeah. And the songs are actually really well written and aren't.
Yeah. I think she's been allowed to obviously have more free reign over her recordings as time's gone on. Because I think obviously the first album, it's very like
pop.
It's very produced by a committee kind of pop.
Yeah, it is,
and very controlled and just sing this, sing that. This is how the song is. It was probably written for like 2 other people, but you know, it ended up having her voice on it.
Yeah.
But then I think she's generally, or just over time, she's just been able to do her own thing.
Yeah, and I started off playing piano, and because her music obviously went from piano to pop, and now she mostly just does ballad piano things, and that kind of inspired me to start.
So how did you end up with the drums?
Well, exactly.
How do you
piano to drums?
Then for some, I can't even think. Suddenly, I just became this massive Nirvana fan instantly.
Yeah, it just gets you, doesn't it?
And then I was like playing Heart-Shaped Box on the piano, and I was like, "This is shit. This is shit. I can't play any of my music that I like." And then listening from Nirvana to like the Metal Vins and things like that, and then I kind of discovered, because I was obviously Lady Gaga, like female orientated. I then started going to Hole and L7 and then going to the Runaways and
Bikini Kill.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, drums. Females actually play the drums, and I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And I had guitar lessons and drum lessons at the same time. Crap at guitar.
Yeah, I think I should have done that when I was a kid. I should have just tried out each one individually and just seen what I just kind of
I've been through some terrible instruments.
Yeah.
Violin.
Bit of recorder.
Steel pan, which was really cool.
Yeah,
I like the steel pans. I like playing the big bassy ones at the back.
Yes.
Yeah, those ones are the best. They were slightly easier.
Yeah, I have a little.
And I used to play bass as well, so it's like 4 strings easier.
But yeah, and then and then for some reason I just kind of picked up the drums, and I was just like, this is really cool. And I knew you, and then because we met at high school, and you played guitar, and I was like, maybe we could put the instruments together.
And and
There
now
you
you're
go.
here.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, what a journey.
What a journey! I just told my whole life.
Yeah.
The epitome. Like
That sounds
distortion.
like Desert Island Disc.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's got very
Yeah.
deep and serious, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
I bet a lot of people are just going to be like, what is this gonna be?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
should have more beer.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Hey, do you want another one?
because obviously he
You
was
have
at
another
the
one? I
he
can
was
get
at the
another
gig and he was like, are they just going to shout at us in the
Mm.
interview?
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going, what the fuck are they going to say in the interview? Fuck off! What?
So this is something I wanted to try, but I don't think I've ever done it with the bands. This is always something I've kind of wanted to do with the kind of heavier bands
Mm.
who maybe you can't kind of grasp what they're saying unless like you
okay, yeah.
proper listen intently or you cheat
Got
and
the
look at
old
their
lyric
lyrics.
sheets, Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna get you, Tom, to read out some lines from a Kulk song
Okay.
of your choice.
Okay.
Just like nice, well maybe not so nice lines of lyrics that you've written, just that people might not know
Yeah.
what you're actually saying. But now we're just gonna clear that up.
Okay. Okay.
Just let us know some of your favourite lines.
I don't know favourite lines. I think I'd have to like be a tad up my own arse. But here's my
Yeah,
favourite
but can I
lines.
say,
Here's my
because
top
I
10.
didn't write the lyrics. You
Yeah?
write the lyrics.
Yeah, maybe.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe you can.
I can
say
think
them.
of one
What's that one?
in work.
Or like
Oh,
or
Ooh,
Jade,
thank you
you
very
can
much.
just say the lines you like because obviously you know the lyrics.
I was gonna do toxic. I guess that's the line
Okay,
I can.
Yeah,
I guess
maybe
I
you can do.
explain.
Maybe you can do the singles, or the single and the B side.
This is the B side. God, I always forget them as well. And now I'm on the spot. I
Yeah.
have.
You should have written them down.
I should have. Do you actually know the first line to the? Do you know any of it?
I know when you sing it.
Is that the line? Fuck. Oh my God.
My favourite line.
I know
is the
you
one
say
I can't
fuck in one
remember.
of the songs.
I think I probably
Or
say
like-
fuck.
Yeah, or fuck off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that might be in the,
I don't
the
know. 'cause
title
you
track.
You do
The middle
one.
improvise quite a lot.
Wasn't it? I think I remember some words. What were they? I get fucking up in the morning again.
Yeah, so something about the morning
Yeah.
or something.
Oh, that one's in number 5, which is close to the end.
Hmm.
I think the only lyrics in that are.
Gotta get up in the fucking morning.
It's a lot sadder than that, I guess.
Okay.
There you go. You just say. I think the only lyrics are, "Hey," it's just me screaming basically.
Yeah, you say that word a lot.
Yeah. And then when it sort of like breaks down into that
Bit.
feedbacky part,
Yeah.
I think the only thing
Oh yeah, he recorded a bit. I don't think there's any lyrics though in that video.
that's the new one.
That's the only
No, it's
thing.
just Animal on the drums.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like doing this bit.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
need
think
to.
it was.
Yeah, we need to watch more of your videos
Yeah.
to decipher the words.
Yeah. The
My lyrics would only be the, like work because it's a fast song and I am working till my fingers bleed and
Yeah.
I am
that's
bleeding.
obviously- they always bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feedbacky part. That was the actual line. There is, "I don't know why I wake up every fucking day."
That's it.
That's it.
Oh.
Mm, been there.
Yeah. But that's a good one.
Similar themes though, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess themes of, I don't know, sort of themes that everyone's more or less
Yeah.
experienced. Not about relevant things to now, more or less just things to being a person, I guess.
And a lot of hey.
I think Toxic is about selfishness. Lyrics are, I think.
You're just so like punk
Yeah.
rock right now. It's like,
that is-
yeah, we can't remember
yeah,
the
probably.
lyrics to our
It's really
songs.
sad,
Because
isn't
it's
it?
so
it's-
fucking unique. That's
yeah.
what it is. You can't tar them with the same brush.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucking
No,
brilliant
it's
to watch.
a good thing.
Mm.
I like it.
Sometimes I change them, and that's what
Yeah,
Yes.
that's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
As did the greats.
It's great. Yeah, it's...
Trying to think. I'm playing.
The first line of that one is, "If I could be selfish, I would," isn't it?
No.
Oh,
You guys never go on Mastermind for your own
shit.
songs.
No, we'd
If
be...
I could move a mountain, it
Yeah,
would be in my way.
that's the second one.
Yeah.
I know, because my dad always figures out what they are.
Yeah.
No, I think your one was right because it sounded
No,
similar.
yeah, it's that one and that one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were both right.
I'm toxic.
And then screaming.
Ah.
That's pretty... Yeah, that one's...
So like the Britney Spears song.
yeah.
Toxic.
Yeah, I've had that.
We have had that,
I
haven't
have
we?
had that. Thank
Wow.
yeah.
I didn't even think about that when we named
So-
it.
Well, why would you?
Because I'm a huge Britney Spears. I used to be.
Does it come up with Britney Spears in the Spotify search
Yeah,
thing?
such a...
Toxic. Britney
What
Spears,
if it
Kulk.
does?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, we probably
Maybe
don't come up
automatically,
at
you know,
all.
sometimes Spotify just randomly gives you random songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Might
gives
do
you
that
that as a
after.
suggestion.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think we've kind of covered the lyrics.
Yeah.
We'll
The
go
lyric
back to
part.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
I
guess
can't
it's
remember
good
anymore.
to yeah. I guess it's good to keep
There are
them
no more.
mysterious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe
Yeah,
one day we'll
yeah.
do that thing where in the booklets you write
I
the
like
lyrics.
doing
Yeah.
those, not
Like
just
just
that
write
either.
them on the tape. Yeah, the cassette box. Just put like a little thing.
Yeah.
It'd
Yeah,
fit as well.
a little notepad.
It'll fit as well.
Yeah, do that. Because then that's an incentive to like. I missed that.
She didn't even that she knifed him, mate. She was like that. She owned him. Sorry, she owned him, man. She...
That's all this band is. It's just us
It's good.
being
Moving on
horrible
each
to each
other.
other.
It's good. It's good.
That's why we play fast.
It's good.
Yeah.
Just to
Get it over and
disadvantage
done
the
with.
other one as well.
You did start doing that though. I
Do
listened
that.
to some of our early recordings of some of the songs, like
Yeah.
the last one we play at every gig, and it was so slow.
Mm.
And
Oh.
I swear, each time you're just like shredding, so I have to go like.
Yeah, our first demo is it was called Into the Dirt Demo,
Mm.
which is a reference to a Nirvana song on In Utero, which I've forgotten the name. Very Ape. There's a
Okay.
reference to a line in that.
Yeah.
And then it has 4 tracks on it, and my fuck are they slow compared to what we do
Interesting.
now. They're like, it's just because you just get better at playing it. Like, this was
Yeah.
a stage where we couldn't actually
Play.
half the time finish the songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're playing them and you're like, oh crap, I've fucked it up already,
Mm.
and you can't get through the
So
song.
I was like, oh, I'm getting tired.
yeah.
We'll just stop there. We'll leave it there.
Little did we know we'd be doing
Yeah.
the sets that we're doing now, and then doing it the next fucking day.
Yeah.
Or 2 in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within 2 hours of each other.
Wow.
It wasn't. It was 40 minutes.
That was 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
So I
Wow.
had a few rums in that time. I thought it was 2 hours.
Let's talk about some upcoming gigs that you've got
Yes.
coming up, because you've got quite a big one in
Yeah.
August.
August, we've got, I guess, 2 big ones in August.
Yeah.
Right after.
The one on the 10th.
10th is supporting Gaffer Tape Sandy at the, not first support, but it's support.
It counts.
It does. There's 3 bands, we're one of them.
Yeah.
Not 3 supports, Gaffer is one of them.
Yes.
That's on the 10th of August at the Norwich Arts Centre.
Yes.
And then
Great
the
little venue.
next day, we are supporting Shark Muffin, a US touring band.
Great name.
It is
It's great. Yeah.
at the Swan in Ipswich, which is free entry, which is nice. But
Sweet.
also Tundra, Rad Pit,
Mm.
and some other bands are also playing. Yeah.
That's the problem. You're just playing too many shows. It's
Yeah.
hard to remember.
Honestly, I forget.
There's like one every weekend.
Yeah.
That is the goal.
Yeah.
Well, because last
Bands would be so jealous of that,
Mm.
because some bands only get to play like once a month,
Yeah.
if that.
last year when we started gigging, we were like, okay, we'll just get a gig,
Mm.
and then we were like, oh, we've got another one and another one, and then it was one each month we tried to
Yeah,
do,
and then
didn't
we hit 2018, starting January, 4 gigs in a month, and we're like, this is the most we'll ever get.
Yeah.
February, go on, try it again.
Yeah.
So we've got when we do posters, we've kind of got it so it's just got all the dates on it. So
Yeah.
it looks
Yeah,
like
you're one of those bands.
It
it
looks
looks
like
like
a
a
tour.
mini
Yeah, you're doing a
tour.
tour.
Yeah. Oh, we
Yeah.
did that one. We had someone ask, be like, oh, where can I get tickets for your tour? And we're like, fuck, I wish it was a tour.
One day, man.
Let's do it. 2019. We'll go on
On
tour.
tour.
Yes.
Do a podcast as support.
Yeah, just me
Everything.
talking, just sitting down.
Just
That'd
have a
be cool.
chat with the audience.
No, you should
Would that
interview
work?
you should interview the bands first, and then ask like people in the audience, "Are you excited for tonight?"
Oh, that would be very cheese though.
Hype
wouldn't
them
it?
up.
I think
I love
it'd
it.
be interesting, but you could only do it with like bands if they were pissed, because otherwise I don't think they'd be a bit like cagey. I think.
Maybe after.
Yeah, because it's different when they've got instruments and they're like rocking out. Because
Oh, yeah.
that's when they like, that's when they're comfortable.
Yeah.
And like in an environment like this, it's different. But if I was like interviewing you guys on stage at the Corner House, you'd probably be a bit quieter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's an interesting concept, and I have thought about it.
Yeah, we are working on it, aren't we? Trying to travel around.
Yeah, he wants a van.
A big
I want a van. Who doesn't want a van?
So
We
people
want a
watch
van.
outside, through a glass or whatever.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
he wants a van that you just fold out and
Yeah.
just bands play.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a few friends in bands who were like, we could do a tour somehow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Might be minimal. Might lose every penny that we have, but
It would be worth it.
it would be
cool.
really fucking cool. Definitely interviewing bands after they've played and things. It's a
Yeah,
good idea.
yeah, it's something I want to do a bit more actually.
Yeah.
Actually
The-
do them like at venues and stuff. Do like
Yeah.
little ones, but
Alex from Outline, he did that. We were at a show.
mm,
We weren't playing it. We were just seeing it. Sunflower Bean
yeah,
in Norwich, and he was there. He recognised us. We didn't know him before then.
Which was amazing.
Yeah, we got recognised. We got
Wow.
recognised 3 times that night. Just punters
really,
in Norwich. Yeah,
wow.
got a few handshakes. I think
Yeah.
we took a picture with someone. Might have been another night.
That happened at the Corner House.
Oh,
That did happen in the corner.
Yeah.
house, I
There's an
know.
awful picture of me out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's like, do
he
ugly.
just butted into our conversation. He's like, "I want a picture of Kulk." I was like, "All right."
Yeah, he also wanted me to do a funny face, and I was like, brilliant. That's looked incredibly ugly.
He
for
was
this.
like, "Yeah, be ugly." I was like,
Be ugly. Is that
Be
what he
ugly.
said?
Yeah.
I think that's a backwards compliment
Mm.
Yeah,
in a way.
you're too good looking, basically.
You be ugly. You probably should stay the way you are.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
asked you to smile.
Ugly enough. But yeah, we went out with him that night. We were just waiting by the exit, and it was actually Sorry, the band who supported Sunflower Bean. Their guitarist Louis came up to us and was like, "You guys want to party?"
We're like, yes.
We're like, "Yeah, go on then." So we went out.
Got
and
nothing else to do.
Yeah, and we tried to find any place that was open on a Monday night. There's a few.
In Norwich.
Yeah, there was a few.
Hard.
We sort of went
Shit
around.
places.
Yeah,
Had a
shit
few
places.
pints.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Alex was there, and he conducted an interview while they were right after they did Tequila Shots.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a serious interview as well. It was about how they were signed to Domino Records and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we start talking about Morrissey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
So
we
it
got
took a downturn.
We were in this interview as well because I butted in when they started talking about Morrissey. Because I was drunk and I was just like slammed hand on the table like he's out.
Do you know what you need? You just need a little harmonica just to butt
Yeah,
in
exactly.
to people's
That is
conversation.
brilliant.
That is good.
That is amazing.
I have conveniently misplaced it.
That didn't take long.
Well, literally when I had it that night, I hadn't seen it for like literally a year.
I reckon
Because it gets hidden because I annoy people with it, surprisingly. People don't often like it. So yeah,
I think
it
you're gonna
might
have
be a
to
while until I find it again.
officially call out Jethro for taking it. As you know,
Yeah, he
He's eyeing it
was
up.
mad.
he liked it.
He thought we were doing a selfie, but we were doing a little video, and
Yeah, I saw that.
and that harmonica
Yeah.
pierced his eardrums.
He took it and he broke it.
But yeah, by the end of the night, people were just like, "Oh." Yeah, we should say for reference, you guys played a gig the previous week,
This is all in jokes.
which happened to be on my birthday. So you were basically playing at my birthday party. I'm going to say it was for me, even though it
Yeah.
wasn't. But it kind of turned into that.
Yeah. That's what it is.
It
Yeah.
was. We were all celebrating.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, and it was good.
And sweaty.
Yeah, it was very hot and sweaty at the Corner House. But it was good times.
Very warm
And-
times.
It was.
Anyway.
Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about some of your personal highlights that you've had with the band so far. Obviously, you've got some huge ones coming up.
So they're about to be highlights. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're probably about to be, but
I think the first that kind of tarnished sounds negative. What's a good word?
what's the following word?
Gotta say what the word's for.
Yeah.
Good word. What does
Like-
the word mean?
We kind of got known. There you go. That'll do.
You kind of
'cause
have a
we
presence now.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we opened for this award of the blue plaque for John Peel
Yeah, we did that.
in honour of
We were asked
him.
by Sheila Ravenscroft, who's John Peel's wife, to play an opening ceremony to unveil it in his honour.
Wow.
That was kind of like our
That's pretty awesome.
first.
Yeah, and we were the only band playing.
Really?
Yeah,
That was
Wow.
like what, our third gig?
because she is on the events team. So it's where she will hear demos that you send in there and stuff.
Yeah.
She really liked us, and so she asked us to play this opening. And so that's got us a few gigs. Just from like just saying we opened the ceremony for John Peel's plaque, and we were asked to do it by John Peel's wife.
Yeah.
Is like
It was amazing.
pretty big.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for like we hadn't been.
That's actually where our first single came from. It was the demo version of it. You can say that. We ripped it off of the radio. We're not using it anymore. It was like
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
yeah, it
People won't remember.
was yeah. And then I just because I was a moron, I added extra reverb to it, despite it being recorded in a hall.
3-1.
Audacity.
Nice.
And then it sounded shit, and then we released it, and it got played on Introducing, the shitty version.
Yeah. Well,
And we were
is
like,
that
we
the
need to
Norwich
sort this.
one?
No,
Introducing?
No, Suffolk.
Suffolk.
Ipswich, yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
And then we
They're
resounded
so
the
much
new
better than the Cambridge one. They actually play some decent stuff.
We
Oh.
haven't seen anything from Norwich. I'm not gonna.
Well, you can't, can you? Because you can't pick it up where you live
No.
unless you listen to it.
Yeah,
on
but
the
Norwich
internet.
Norwich do some good stuff as well.
They do, yeah.
They do.
But like,
We know some
if you
people
guys
that-
were here, I'd probably say that those guys wouldn't touch you guys, which is really
Yeah.
Well, you said
That's
about
really
previous
shame.
astronauts.
exactly. It's a good thing that those guys. There's another band who I've interviewed who are from Colchester, and they're called Horrible Dolphins, and they're introducing the Suffolk one. They love them, and they're
Yeah.
like proper like hardcore punk. They're a two-piece as well. Opposite to you guys. The guy plays drums.
Okay.
Girl sings and plays guitar.
We did a 2-piece gig. All bands were
Oh, yeah,
2-piece.
we did.
And there was 2 kits on stage. It was basically because the headliners
Yeah, I
were
see
from like Berlin.
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
And he had brought over his kit, and it was like
He brought his kit over from Berlin.
it was a 60s Ludwig kit. It was pricey. And so when we got there, we're like, oh, I understand why he doesn't want us using it. A lot of
fair
money.
enough. Yeah.
So there was 2 kits, and they were facing each other on stage at either end. It was really cool. And so I had like the whole middle bit. And at one point, I almost toppled straight into this 60s Ludwig.
Oh.
I had to
That's
like...
a personal highlight,
I
is
had
it?
to like... That's not a personal highlight. That's one of like...
I mean, it would have been if it happened.
Yeah, I almost shit myself. I was like, oh no, because I thought I was going to just destroy it in one move.
And because they're not like made to be really strong, because no one
No.
like bashed them. They would
No.
just be,
They were made.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
jazz
Rock and
kits.
roll,
They're just
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, would have turned out differently if you crashed through that, wouldn't it?
yeah.
You wouldn't be here today, probably.
No, I would have strangled you there.
Yeah.
send you to prison.
Yeah.
So your personal highlight is a negative one.
Yep.
Yep.
That's not being a dick.
What other personal?
Uh,
Maybe the Mind gig.
Yep. We organised a charity gig for Mind. We ended up raising 400 quid that night.
About, I would just.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say that, but I can't say officially that. Approximately 400.
Yes.
Because yeah, it was good. We earned, we got the money, and it was good because it meant a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we were able to donate a large sum of money to Mind.
And it was kind of like in honour of a friend, and we've decided that we're going to keep kind of maybe doing it every year. So we've got one.
Well, actually, we haven't maybe doing it every year. We are doing it this year, and we're going to plug it because we're going to say it is what day.
It's not
It's-
100%.
No, it's confirmed because we're going to do it anyway. It's October
20th.
20th.
Ah,
That's
okay.
it. We're going to do it every year in honour of him.
Yeah.
And raise a bit of money.
Where's the gig gonna be?
I think
Yeah,
this
gotta
year's
say
at the
that.
Smokehouse.
Smokehouse.
Last year was at the Smokehouse
It's
as well.
Smokehouse.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ipswich.
One more question now. Would you like to start a rumour about Kulk? This may or may not be true.
Because we've already told people different things.
Oh, yeah.
We've already tried to start the rumour ourselves.
That's not a good rumour.
No,
but
you
it's
can
like-
officially.
Oh, yeah, okay, maybe
You
not.
can officially
not.
start the rumour now.
This is like a.
Or is there a
This is
running
like just
joke?
a funny that we have with. you go on. This is This is more or less a joke
No,
we amuse ourselves with at gigs.
Yeah, it's not. Basically, we
It's
get
not-
asked a lot, like, are we friends? Are we together? Are we brother and sister? So we've told people different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes all of the above.
I
So
was
we just
told.
say both.
I was told by certain people to ask you that question.
Oh,
Why? Who's asking that? Who's been
I'm
like,
not gonna tell
so
you.
interested.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you who said, because maybe a few people said, "Are you going to ask them that question?" And I said, "No, because that would be awkward."
Yeah.
we were asked, when was it? Saturday? Are you
Saturday.
brother and sister or together? We didn't get the friends option. I said both. But then they also knew that we would play in Norwich, so
Yeah.
It was a
So it's like,
horrible
I get
thing
it now.
about-
Oh, I get it. Yeah. So yeah, I thought maybe if I did ask this question, you would just be ambiguous about it anyway, and
Probably.
just maybe bring it up. So yeah, that's cool. So that
that's
could
our
be,
rumour.
Yeah, that could be the
That
thing.
could be our rumour.
1 thumb, 6 fingers.
Yeah. That's a good rumour. I can play guitar fast.
What were you going
I
to
was
say?
in there. I was just like,
That's the only thing that comes to
Oh,
mind,
what
just
were-
'cause it's funny.
what was other people answered that with?
What?
It's an
No, but no
interesting
one
one.
knew. That's the thing, and that's why they were asking
Yeah.
the question. Like, yeah,
We did
they were like,
that
"Is it a
lot.
White
Did you?
Stripes kind of thing?" And I was like,
Well, the
"I
White
don't know."
Stripes, they were married.
Yeah, but
let's
then
be-
But
initially,
they told each other they were brothers. No, not each other.
yeah, but
They told
everyone
other people.
thought that they were related
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah.
But then people found out that they were married only because
They
someone.
got divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're only because people found the divorce papers online or something.
Yeah.
But
That
I
was
find that so strange
at the
how
end.
we love the White Stripes and we didn't even purposely do that, and it's happened to us.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that's probably why it came about that they had started saying they were brother and sister,
Yeah.
because everyone was asking them,
And it's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
and it's funny
Yeah. Mm.
because immediately, as you say that we're brother and sister, then people are like, it's a free pass to start hitting on you.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
I've
what,
had that once.
Still
I mean, does it work in reverse for you with
No.
the ladies? No.
Nah, look at him.
ugly enough.
Be more ugly.
I don't know. You should have seen those girls dancing in front of us. They had buckets between their legs when you were playing.
That's just fucking hell.
For the sweat.
It was a
Come on,
very
guys.
warm venue.
Yeah, it was a sweaty gig. Okay. Yeah, if you thought something else, then there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
For the sweat.
It's your own mind.
Yeah, your own mind went there.
There's a lot of beer spillage as well.
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
God's sake.
Jesus. It might need to be cut.
Yeah. Well, you openly said earlier, so it's fine.
I thought that's okay. The guy from Christopher
fine.
Hay Astronaut said I could swear as much as I liked.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
We bleep that one out.
Yeah, we bleep out the C word just
Oh.
in case we offend someone. But I don't mind people saying it in context, especially to Morrissey, because I agree. So it's
Oh
fine.
yeah, I was wondering why you said that. And I was like, oh yeah, no,
Oh,
that
there's
makes
Morrissey.
sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like,
It's a bit of a
In
Justified.
context, I'm sure they'll be fine with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, we'll leave the rumour there. Great rumour, obviously.
Mm.
You
Because,
didn't answer it.
well, yeah, that's the whole thing.
Oh.
We'll just never know.
That's why it's a rumour, that is it,
Yeah.
you know.
We don't
Is it
have to
both?
know, just because
Is
we're
it-
here.
Neither. Is it one? Is it
The other?
Fun.
one?
Do we not even know each other? Is
Yeah.
this filmed from a separate location?
Oh, no.
Were you married once?
Yes. When I was 12.
Are we married?
You sound like it.
Do you have a ring on?
It's the wrong hand.
Okay. Because I did see a ring, and I was like,
No,
what?
I usually wear another one, but I'm just wearing that one.
yeah, okay.
No.
To confuse people, or just because you like
no,
rings?
man, if you know it's not this hand, then you
Yeah,
know
I know,
you're
but-
confused.
Most people don't know which hand is which.
Yeah, but
for
also
that
if
type
you-
of thing.
Yeah, but also if you're playing guitar and you're seeing your, you know, if you're in front, people might think, oh, he's married.
Oh, he's married.
That's why you don't get your ladies, mate.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
Yeah,
he's married.
take the ring off, and then the ladies will come. Not in that way. I mean, they will come talk to you.
Jesus.
No more. It was a sweaty gig. That's why the bucket was there. God's sake. Put that on your next poster. Bring your buckets.
Bring your buckets. God hates astronauts, they need buckets. They're self-confessed, very sweaty people.
I know they really are.
Cold on tour. Bring your own buckets.
I'll bring a squeegee.
A squeegee?
Yeah, their chests. Just squeegee it off.
Oh. Grease for the grill.
You were like raining.
Oh, it's raining down.
Like when we saw Ty Seagull.
Yeah.
And he was just raining on his pedals. And
Yeah, they were just dripping on the pedals. I was like, no, they're going to break.
Put like an anorak over them. Rain Mac.
little marquee over them.
Oh, that would be incredible.
This is my pedal marquee. Because I'm so
They should
sweaty.
make those. People would buy them.
People
There is
would.
a use for them.
People would buy anything that's associated with pedals and guitars.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you should do that.
Yeah.
Start up your own business. Shit. We've done this whole interview without playing a song.
well,
I mean,
do you want to do that?
Words, so what's the point?
yeah.
I was going to go from there, but then it didn't really
Yeah.
happen. Obviously, you've got two to choose from.
Yeah, those are
Choice.
available. Yeah, we get. Wait.
Just say this is Fix Me. It's fine. Just say that.
This is Fix Me.
kind of the end of the interview now.
That was it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's it.
that's
Okay.
it. Where can everyone follow you on the social medias?
Social medias, we have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yes.
Good place to find the music is Bandcamp and Spotify.
Have you got any stuff on YouTube yet, or?
No.
Oh,
Not official
No,
stuff.
we should.
you
like-
do now.
Yeah, we have
this-
like.
with this interview.
Yeah, if you want to like find some live videos of us on YouTube,
There's a
then that's
couple.
cool with me. Yeah, there's
Oh, there
ones
is
on
some on there,
Yeah.
but not officially on
Not
your
ones
YouTube
I
with
didn't
channel.
put it on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can follow Local Distortion on all the social medias as well. Facebook. We do a lot of stuff on Instagram, Twitter, obviously YouTube. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. We'll do more stuff with you guys soon.
That would be cool.
Probably not an acoustic session, as we've established. You could play live in here though. We'll plug
Oh,
you
that would
in.
be fucking
We'll plug
sick.
you into these bad boys.
Wait, straight into them.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, you got pedal boards, so it's fine.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And yeah, we have obviously a Mixcloud podcast every week where we play loads of unsigned bands, and we have a Spotify playlist. We've got t-shirts. We will have some more
They're
t-shirts.
very high quality, and we love them.
Yes. Because Kulk have just taken the last 2 t-shirts.
Taken.
Sorry.
We just
Taken
stole them.
They've stolen them.
And we just smuggled them away.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Yeah.
you coming down.
Thank you very
Come down
much
on
for
the
Loving us.
kind words and things.
Yes, you're welcome.